Hey everyone, I'm here in Toronto at the TD Music Hall, which is a really special place. And today I have the unique opportunity to be creating a specialized mix of the Immersed album for the June 7th world premiere, which is right here in this space. It's pretty incredible to be in an environment, essentially standing here with my laptop, the Pro Tools session of the record and the video playing, and creating a custom mix for this environment. And this is a full 38 speaker immersive system, and this facility is quite special. I've also created a cinema version of the record that can be played back in a movie theater, and there's going to be events throughout the year that will happen. But for me, born and raised in Toronto, like Massey Hall is such an iconic place, and I love the idea of getting to bring this project and premiere it here in this room. And you know, the combination of technology here is quite exceptional. The projector, the ability to bring that screen down. Right behind that screen, you can see into the city. It's quite beautiful, actually. But then the 38 speaker D&B system, which is the DS100. What's happening here is I'm taking the Pro Tools session and I'm mixing, into the Dolby Atmos Renderer. This record was fully produced and mixed in Dolby Atmos, specifically in 916. And I'm taking the master file, which I designed to have all the objects in the beds, so that even in the master file, I have quite a lot of control over various instrument groups, sort of like film stems, except large groups of 916 film stems. And so I just, we got our measuring tape out. We figured out where the dead center of this room was. We got the pink noise going and made sure that the room was calibrated. And then I'm taking the 916 output of the renderer and basically putting it over Dante into the D&B system, which is its own immersive object-based system. And then what we did was we sort of figured out where the translation point is. So we can place essentially a 916 virtual speaker system within their 38 speaker system, create those objects, decide how much they sort of splay out to different speakers, and just look for translation. This is my music. I've been living with it for a long time. And so the ability to just stand right here in the middle and just listen, and basically the majority of the work, 90% of the work today is just automation, just a little bit of level here, a little bit of level here. It's not unlike going to a film soundstage where when you're in a large environment, sometimes you need to push something up or sometimes you need to, tweak the EQ ever so slightly for different speakers. So yeah, being able to create a custom mix in here is this very special experience. I'm really excited to do it. It's fun. This is just such an epic way to experience the music, and it is the way that I always imagined it. Obviously, the record is mixed for what we call like a home entertainment Atmos experience, which is the size of a living room or a music studio. But I always wanted this to be experienced as a piece of cinema, as a film, as a cinematic album, along with the video that's directed by Michael Fisher. And so the whole concept of how it was recorded, etc., was to really be able to support a room like this. And now to be able to come in and adjust it to be able to do that is amazing. And I guess it just gives me the sensation of the music that I've been thinking about and imagining since the very beginning, since I started writing the music. And it reminds me of my experience. I'm very inspired by some of the acousmatic artists and composers and producers folks who sort of make music specifically for immersive installations. A lot of them will actually work in not necessarily Pro Tools or Dolby Atmos, but various DAWs where they're conceiving a 360 sort of space for their composition. And then they'll go to a multi-channel speaker system. I've heard acousmatic concerts where it's played back on 64 speakers or 40 speakers. And they'll go into the room that day and make a custom mix. And so this is a unique opportunity to use Dolby Atmos to do that. I think obviously the power of Atmos is its ability to get down to the consumer and play back in headphones, and I'm all for it. But it also has the unique ability to expand into film, and then in this context, I think it's working quite well. I guess we'll find out on the 7th. But for me, it really brings the music to life. So yeah, what a pleasure. Just standing here, the most minimal mixing setup I think I've ever used. Just my laptop, no hardware, no extra mouse or anything. And just going through and making 1-2 dB adjustments and bringing the music to life in this giant space. So looking forward to it.